Desiree Smith, man, when I was doing the interview with her, she said something that caught my attention. She said that the doctor said that Tupac was going to survive, and she said that Tupac family was already setting up plans to send him to Arizona so he can go to rehab. Did you hear about that?
Man, this of course, I don't think she's fabricating anything. I think it might have been something where he definitely would have had to go to rehab because they removed his lung and stuff like that. And I believe, a lot of his family at one particular time was optimistic, thinking that he's going to survive. I think even the doctors sometimes even thought that he was going to survive. When I seen him, he was sedated. And when I seen him, I knew it was more really than, what was being relayed to us. As I mentioned, his mother, because she's very strong, positive, and the way she was explaining to us, he's okay, he's going to be okay. And I think everybody thought he was going to pull through. And I also want to clear up something because it might have been one of your interviews where I said that she pulled the plug. And I think a lot of people didn't understand, or maybe I didn't explain it correctly. Like Pac, if I'm not mistaken, he died on the table one time in surgery 3 times. And they kept bringing him back to life multiple times. I try my best to be clear as possible, but I know it happened multiple times. And after a while, his mother was like, you know what, just let him go. So it wasn't like, because I noticed that some of the fans, because Pac got some crazy fans. He got some crazy fans, bro. And they started talking bad about his mother. He would have been here if she wouldn't have put the plug. No. You know what I mean? She lost him so many times, and the doctor kept trying to. So after that, the mother seen this. Imagine a mother seeing this, her child. To a mother, that will always be her baby. You understand? So when she kept seeing this, and that's when she like, you know what? Just if you don't bring him back to life this time, and if they was whatever they was doing with the shock, them things. She like just leave it alone. Maybe everything is from God. So it was more on that, not her walking into the hospital saying, you know what? Pull a plug, let's go home. It wasn't like that because some of these crazy Pac fans, they making it seem like that's what I was speaking about in the interview. So I just want to make that clear.
Speaking of Tupac being in the hospital, man, if you don't mind, man, I know it's hard to go over that and talk about the condition Tupac was in when he was in the hospital. But I know you be hearing the rumors, like I be hearing the rumors, like people talking about Tupac condition, saying that he could have survived. Just let the people know how severe Tupac injuries was when he was in the hospital fighting for his life.
Well, a person like Pac was like a big brother to me, man. He took me out of the hood. He helped my family. So it doesn't matter what condition he would have been in. I wanted to see him survive. When you genuinely care about a person, you don't care if he have one lung, he doesn't have a leg. We want him with us. You know what I mean? Even if it's never rap again. You understand? So we wanted to see him survive. But the situation when I walked into the hospital and I seen him, that's when I realized it wasn't as what was relayed to us. It was a very bad situation. So I think by them allowing him, stop trying to bring him back to life, his body kept shutting down. His body kept going. So his mother was like, there's nothing really we can do at this particular time, at this moment. So I think, and if we feel this way, imagine his mother. She carried him 9 months in her stomach. So imagine how she feels. It wasn't easy for her to watch him go, and they trying to bring him back to life multiple times. And that's when she was like, you know what? He fought long enough. Let him go. You know what I mean? That's what her mindset was. So of course it doesn't matter what condition he was in. We wanted to see him survive.
But you knowing Tupac, do you think he would have wanted to survive and be in that condition?
I think she mentioned before, like knowing how proudful he was, he would have been upset. He would have been upset because losing a lung, he probably would have never been able to rap again. Losing a finger, she said, and she know her son, like Pac is a very prideful individual, so he probably could have been bitter. He probably would have survived and been like, you know what? You know what I mean? Why, But I think the situation, everything happened the way God wanted it to happen. Everything is written, man. So the day that Pac died, it was written that he would die that day. You know what I mean? So you can't blame nobody. You can't blame the mother. You can't blame. He died. You know what I mean? This is from the creator of the heavens and the earth, and that written for him.
And him being like a ladies' man, you know how females like them. You don't, yeah, that probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to go into the details like that, but You know what I mean? But like what you said, like he, you know, the mother know more than better than all of us, and she said his pridefulness, he wouldn't have want to walked around in that situation, because not being able to rap, maybe not being able to act anymore, probably, you know what I mean? It probably would have been, but for us who love him, we don't care about that. We wanted him to survive. You know what I mean? But Qadar Allah, which means this is the decree of God. You know what I mean?